I think I took a shit in my neighbor's lawn.
Yeah. Well, I love you madly, dear, and I need you badly, dear. Why did you leave me here without your love?
Oh, bro, I'm hurting.
Well, in bed each night I lie, and I think of you and cry, and I tell you one above, bring back my love.
I'm not too good with references, dude. So when people make like deep references, I'm like, fuck, dude. It's gonna take me like a while to, wrap my head around it, unless I know it for sure.
You don't consume like the movies, like all
Like the classics
yeah,
for
none of
sure,
that?
but you know how bitches are like, yo, like if you can reenact the fucking Office, like I'll give you a Blumpkin. It's like I don't, you know what I mean?
Absolutely, dude. Every girl, when I used to be on dating apps, that I would actually avoid those girls who were like, if you can quote The Office, we'll get along just good. I'm like,
dude.
So I would also quote the parts where Michael Scott was just being racist, and they wouldn't get it.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's how you do it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, dude. Have you? I've been on the dating apps recently, man. It's a fucking nightmare, dude.
I can't imagine anymore.
Yeah. I would go 3 days at a time, and then I would delete it. I'd be like, nah, dude, just be a real man. Like meet someone like naturally, and I just keep hopping on, dude. Just like, I think it's false hope. You know what I mean?
I think that's how everyone meets nowadays, though, for real.
Like online.
Yeah, I if you ask people at shows, that's usually what they say. And I met, well, not my current lady, but I met a bunch of past lady friends, like strictly through that. So
fuck yeah, dude.
I don't know.
Yeah, I met my ex on Hinge, and it was like a 1-day stint. I downloaded Hinge, like we matched, and then I was like, hey, like you can text me or not, and I deleted it the next day, and it was the worst decision of my life, dude. So.
Yeah, dating app relationships. I don't know if, from my experience, it seemed fine, but then in the aftermath, it was bad. So I'm like, I'm a deterrent now, where I'm like, don't date anyone. Meet him in real life, because I met my current lady in real life.
Really? How'd
cool.
you guys meet? If it ended bad, I mean, you don't have to talk about it.
Oh no, which one? Like the current one? You mean?
Oh, so you currently have a girlfriend?
I have a current.
Oh hell yeah,
yes,
dude!
Yes.
And you guys met
in real life.
Real life.
Yes.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Tell me how it happened.
Well, so this is also a red flag in itself, but she came to a comedy open mic that I was performing at, and she just DM'd me after and was like,
"You're one of those guys."
Yeah. What?
I said you're one of those guys.
Yeah. I didn't. I actually, if you ask her, she said I called her mildly attractive from the thing. So I wasn't being like, hey, you. Yeah. I was like, that mildly attractive woman over there. I don't know why she's here. Like, freaking see, I'm not one of those guys. I was like, you should leave. And then she DM'd me later.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, so you met her like doing what you're
Stand-up.
most passionate about.
Yeah, and it was bad. It was like bad new stuff too.
Yeah.
So it also should.
Dude, that's hot, man. They should make a porno out of that. That should be like a genre of porn.
It's like, you're really funny. When I come back to my place, and the guy's like, have you ever seen like all the episodes of the 1994 Mr. Show? Because he's autistic.
Like the beginning of the porno is just you bombing at the mic, and then that transitions into like making love, dude.
Bombing?
That is yeah. There's no such thing as bombing at a mic, but that is pretty like romantic if you think about it, dude. Because like nobody really understands what an open mic is, so she can see you do that. But dude, there's like a new phase going on now. It's like dudes with they'll like meet a girl and then they'll bring them to a mic and they'll be like, oh, like my girlfriend's here for the show, and it's like, this isn't a show, dude. Like this is hell.
We had that in Connecticut a while. We had one kid do it specifically, and I'm gonna leave his name out because he's moved on from doing that. But we would wait every few days, and he'd bring a new like Tinder date, and we would be like, you brought another one, and just make fun of her at the he stopped bringing them, but it was literally because of that, because he was trying to show off that he's funny, and then
it's usually how it goes, man. It never ends well. I actually saw it end well a few nights ago, dude. One dude was he wasn't like he was like a good comic.
Yeah.
He was like from Seattle, and he was like, yeah, my girlfriend's here, we're here from Seattle, and I was like, oh, this dude's gonna bomb. He just murdered.
Hell yeah.
I was like, dude, this guy fucks, man. Like the amount of balls that takes.
Yeah. Did he to an open mic?
Yeah, and his jokes were like super offensive too.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like this guy.
He was talking about Chinese dudes and stuff. Like super offensive
accents.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
hell yeah.
the whole 9 yards, man. He was crushing it too.
Did he tape his eyes back?
Dude, he was Indian, Native American.
You threw all right. I was picturing you or me, bro. I did not see that. You could have listed 4 other races before you said it.
Nah, dude, this guy looked like fucking Squanto, dude. So it was like, it was super confusing, man.
Wait, he was Native American or Indian?
Yeah. This dude looked like a Wampanoag Indian.
Okay, so he was
He like
Native American. I don't care, but now 5 races.
Technically, I'm being racist right now.
I don't care.
Yeah. Fuck, dude, you can't say that anymore, right? You can't say Indians.
People try to
They
say
still have the baseball team, though, right?
they sort of. Is it still the Reds? I don't know, man. You know what it is? I lived with a Indian roommate his family's from India.
Mm-hmm.
So when I would say Indian, he'd be like, "You mean like Native American Indian?" And I'd be like, "Oh yeah, because shit, I'm a fucking idiot." Like he inadvertently makes you feel like an idiot. He wasn't even being like, "You mean Indian?" He was like, "Dude, you mean like Native American, right?" I'm like, "No, I mean it." Oh yeah, because that's what, and it, boop, 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 you know.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, I'm borderline retarded, dude, but I would say Indian's less offensive than Native American.
I would think that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I think what it is, dude, is dudes like us when we were in like the 1800s being like, yeah, they just look like fucking Indians from India. Yo, man, we're gonna call them Indians.
They have like their own specific tribes and stuff that they're like super passionate about, and we just like overgeneralize everything.
Dude, I'm actually in my backpack right now. I got a book on the Comanches. They're fucking wild.
Fuck
bro.
yeah, dude.
They don't fuck around.
Yeah, I'm from Rhode Island, man, and like half of the streets are just named out of Indian tribes.
Oh,
Yeah, like Iroquois, dude, Seneca, that shit, man. So
the Pawnees, they're in that as well. The Comanches fucked them all up though.
I wonder who the authors are for these books, though, dude.
Oh, it's a white guy. He gives
for sure.
he gives the white guys hell though.
Some dude getting his ass eaten at like in a fucking log cabin right now.
Yeah, he might be. I hope so, dude. This book sold millions.
Yeah.
He has a wife though. If he's a real artist, he's definitely doing that though.
Hell yeah, dude.
With probably, if he's an artist though, it's probably with a dude. Yeah. Oh well, good for
I
him.
mean, dude, authors do crazy shit like that, man.
They'll let authors will be like. Do crazy shit like get their ass. Authors will really though, dude. They'll be like, I was researching a drug addict, so I did meth for a few weeks, and you're like, you didn't have to. You didn't have to do that.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah,
You might have destroyed a part of your life. You have less life to live now.
yeah, dude. They're fucking tapped, bro. That's another red flag on those dating apps. If any of them are like, what's your favorite book? I'm like, fuck no, dude.
What? What do you don't read?
Yeah. Dude, I don't know how to read.
Like, see these pictures. What's this say?
It just looks cool, man.
I know it's Jordan. Yeah, I read, so I would I would use that definitely as a thing to be like, yeah, what do you read? What do you read, bitch? If she sends me some shit I don't like, that's
Yeah. I'm like, oh, you think reading school, you fucking pussy? You think being intelligent is attractive?
Yeah. Fuck that, dude. Yeah, no. I actually go for movies. I ask chicks what movies they
Oh, hell
like,
yeah, dude.
and then I can gauge what they like off that. I think. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm autistic when it comes to movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. I just like, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm out of place all the time because like I want to be that guy, when someone like fucking rips a liner from fucking like a good movie and you're like, oh shit, and you bounce it back, like an even better line.
Yeah.
And then everyone starts fucking fucking each other. Yeah. I'm just a guy who literally just says nothing now.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm
like, yeah, that was a good fucking movie. Yeah.
I can do that. If you can't do that, I can't do it with you. So,
Yeah. I just wanted to warn you, dude, in case you like, you ripped a blitzer at me, dude.
like, I'm like I'll be back, and you're like
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm like, that is him. That
I'm
is
like,
him.
dude, is that fucking Little House on the Prairie? Like,
Little House on the Prairie? That show's wild, dude. Yeah. Talk about Indians. They addressed a lot of weird shit in that show. There's a clip circulating recently. Did you see that one? I don't know why, but he's like, the teacher's asking the class what they hate, and the black kid's like, I hate the N-word. And they're like, no, you don't. And he's like, yeah, because like I hate the way I'm treated, so I hate me. Jesus Christ. And so it's a whole thing about how slavery is bad and how being racist is bad, but it was articulated in a very blunt and aggressive way. And it's not like they're being offensive. It's like just very upfront for the
Do you think there's a, like in your world, is there like a line, or you just fucking, you rip it, dude?
Like, I'm not gonna say slurs, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna, but I have a lot of jokes. Like, dude, the other day I was at an open mic where you'll understand this. There was a man, black man to the left, dreads, woman with pink hair on the right, just the type. And I was trying to riff something out, and I was like, my guy, to the black guy, I go, are you Jamaican? And he goes, no. And I go, oh, that doesn't really help where I was going to go with this. And he like sort of laughs. Girl with the pink hair goes, ugh. And I go, no, actually, it's not what you... I go, you're actually making it worse by reacting that way. And then I just asked him, I said, the thing I was going to ask you, but it doesn't... Like, you have the hair of a guy who looks like he has the movie Shadas on DVD. And he started laughing hilariously. And I turned to the chick with pink hair and I go, see, it's not what... You see what I did there? And then just went about my set. But it's like...
Yeah.
I think if you can be fucked up, offensive, racist, wherever you want to be, as long as it's like you're not being mean, if that makes sense, or like direct. Like you can say fucked up shit, but there's got to be silly to it.
Yeah, like your intentions are good.
Yeah. Yes, you shouldn't be going up there and being like
dropping N-bombs.
Yeah, we've all seen it. You go to enough open mics, you're like, that bingo, there it is.
Yeah, you're like, all right, man, have a good one.
Yep. Yeah, have fun getting And again, I've also done shit where I've said shit, and after I've been like, that was fucked up, and I've asked like comedians after, and they're like, yeah, that was in bad form, and I'm like, all right, next time I'll not I'll peel it back, or what is it? Reel it back.
Yeah,
reel it back.
Reset, dude.
Huh?
I said start it up, like reset.
Exactly. Yeah. Or like you try to make a reference to something sometimes, and it's like too on the nose, so you're like, okay, I'm gonna like not. I don't know. Yeah. I'm trying to think of something to say that isn't.
It probably just comes to you naturally, dude. Like it's, most of those things like come naturally.
What do you mean?
Like the edgy stuff?
Oh, yeah.
It's not really funny if it's like robotic. It's more so funny if like you're riffing or.
Exactly. Yeah. Because exactly, you don't want to be that guy who's just going into the mics and being like, you whatever. Just being mean to everyone. You just gotta. Riff it out. As someone who I've definitely hosted open mics back in Connecticut and just to break the ice, made fun of everyone in the room. Yeah. But again, I wasn't calling people slurs. I was very much being like, you look like you work in tech or something. Because
it would be funny. Like,
I mean,
to be honest, it would be so funny to watch that.
I would think it was funny. Yeah. But from a different, I'm just laughing at chaos. I like when things go off kilter sometimes. Yeah. Like, I really do.
Yeah, it really, like, it I've been seeing it more often. I'm just so sick of, like, the same jokes. It's nice when someone's, like, just says something brutally honest, just for once, dude. You know what I mean?
I can't say it on here. I got something for after. I had one that anyway, it's just because it's too fucking specific and fucked up, and people think I'm...
Oh, no, we'll put that on LinkedIn, dude.
Oh, yeah. I got asked to upload... I was looking for jobs, and I'm uploading. I have no LinkedIn. I've realized I don't even know what the fuck this is. Yeah. I know what it is, but I've never pursued.
LinkedIn is like the exact opposite of honesty. It's like a bunch of people just lying about
their resume.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta get it. I've got to make
it's the worst thing ever. Like it's fucking hell. I don't even think it helps, to be honest. Okay. Like I'm not being racist, but you're gonna talk to a lot of Indian dudes about fucking. Bank of America jobs and shit like that, like call center jobs, dude.
I was about to say it's call center city, and they really outsource that, huh?
Oh, for sure, dude. They're saving billions just by paying these dudes fucking pubes.
Sorry,
but
I don't want to do that into your mic.
Wait, so you moved here, dude, with no job? You just moved here?
Yeah.
Right? You just sent it with no job?
Yeah. Well, I have shows I run back home, which make me very small amount of money to survive, but I have money, and you know,
yeah, dude.
I'll find a job, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a job that fits my comedic schedule where I can keep my nights free, but it's looking like I might have to find something that's out of my comfort zone for a little while just to.
Yeah. I mean, there's so
maintain.
many jobs, man. Like nobody wants to work, so.
I'm looking, man. I thought I would get a job at the fucking grocery store, and you'd be surprised. I guess they've risen their requirements since I've worked at a grocery
Really?
store. Yeah, because I worked
the
one.
talent levels on like. There's a new talent level.
I guess, dude. I've worked at one for years, and I'm trying out here. I'm just
I think they're
throwing.
lying to you, dude.
I think I just got to go there and be like, give me a fucking.
Go there in person, dude.
You know, I don't even want to go on. I don't want to tell you about my job. Disparages the fucking horrible job.
Dude, that's
search
hilarious
I've
though,
announced.
man. Like every supermarket around here sells like fucking cat piss in their water. Like it's terrible, man. They don't even provide bags here.
The bodega next to it smells like cat piss all the time.
Yeah.
And because there's cats in it, but they must let them piss all over the bodega. And it gets robbed every few weeks.
Jesus.
Yeah. I don't go to it.
First week here, like we didn't have any food, so I went to this supermarket down the road.
Yeah.
I bought like $150 worth of groceries, and they just like scanned everything, and they were like, "All right, have a good day." And I was like, "What?
No bags.
No
They
bags."
So you had everything. Just
I was like, I'll fucking shoot this place up. Like I'm gonna walk in a half a mile back with fucking like 30 pounds of beef in my hands.
Did they have those ones you could buy or no?
Yeah, they make you buy the.
Fuck that.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking communism, dude. It's so fucked up, man.
It's communism. Everyone brings their own bag and you're happy. You're happy with bag you're given, and you buy new bag if you don't get bag. You don't bring bag.
like,
you
you
don't
buy our
want bag.
fucking
You don't
bags.
bring bag. You carry stuff home. 3 miles.
Yeah, you
don't
can't bring bags from other stores.
Yes, you can. Okay. There's someone who stops you. Who's like, get that fucking Aldi's bag out of here.
You're high as shit the first day. You like believed what I said. You're like, hey man, get that shit out of here.
Dude, I've been high as shit at a lot of my jobs and been told a lot of dumb shit to do. But yeah.
You can go to work high.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
I can do a lot. You know what I learned when I started smoking weed? I was like, everyone who I talked to was like, I can't do this high, and I was like, I just don't think they're trying hard enough.
They
So
just haven't tried it yet.
yeah, I like driving. I realized everyone who was scared to drive and smoke weed was like, they just gotta you gotta focus, and if you do it enough, it just becomes normal.
Yeah.
So
Second.
it's yeah.
You gotta be careful who you're talking to, though, dude.
Some people try to be. Yeah, some people worry about you. Some people are like, "What do you mean? How often do you do that?" I'm like, "What?
Yeah.
What are you asking?"
Yeah,
I don't think about it.
Yeah, like, dude, back in the day, if I took like 6 bong rips and tried to drive, dude, I would drive through a fucking Dollar Tree. Like, I wouldn't be able to.
I mean, there's been mishaps, dude. Like I've genuinely been driving, talking to my friend, and then he's been like, "Dude," and I look out the window. And I'm on someone's lawn. I shit you not. And I rip it up and I get on the road and I just keep going. I do turn around. I have turned around to check if there was a kid or anything, and then I go, no, get out of here. Hopefully that ring doorbell can't catch
you
the
just
license
come to your
plate.
senses and you're like, holy shit, I'm on someone's lawn.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man. More than once. And it is. Yeah, dude. Oh, some would say I have a problem, but you know.
Dude, one time I was like super blitzed with my buddy. We were so high, dude. We were at this thing called the Zen Center. It's like where a bunch of monks meditate and stuff. And we were in the parking lot though, just ripping bong. Like we were so high. And this one kid was like, "Hey man, like throwing a party. Like you guys still coming?" And we were like, "Oh shit!" Like we totally forgot. Dude, we drove straight to the party. It was like an hour away up at URI.
Yeah.
So we're pulling into this dude's driveway, and like he sent me a text that I didn't read, and it was like, "Hey, I just want you guys to know, the front of my house is super narrow, and we don't really have a driveway, so it's just like the house."
Yeah.
He's like, "There's really not a driveway," and he was like, "I don't think you guys can like fit anything like there." And I didn't see the text message, dude, so I'm going down his road doing like 35, I take a turn, and my friend's like, dude, you're about to drive through this dude's house. I was literally like, I hit the front of his house.
Like tapped it?
Like tapped it.
Dink.
And then we were like, oh, shit. Like, it was crazy, man. But,
Nice.
yeah,
I like
dude.
that. I like stone dumb stories.
I feel like every time something happens when you're stoned, it's not too intense. Drunk, for sure, but stoned, you're like, whoa. And it was like the smallest occurrence ever.
Yeah. I don't drink too often,
Yeah.
so but I know what you mean, but yeah.
Yeah, I've been drinking in a month, man.
Really?
And yeah, I was sober for a while, and I think I'm just gonna stay like that, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. I feel so much better, man.
So this is gonna sound bad, but because I don't know how to word this without making it sound like I'm an alcoholic, because I'm not. I don't drink often, but when I do drink, like if I go to a fucking open mic and they're like, you have to buy a drink, I might buy it. Like if it's like you can get an alcoholic drink for the price or whatever, I'll get like a vodka cranberry.
Mm-hmm.
But if not, I'll get a soda. But if I'm gonna drink, I want to get fucking drunk. Like I just want to drink. So, but that only happens every like 3 months or so. But
That's exactly what that's what I've been talking about like the past few episodes.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how to explain. I think I am an alcoholic. Like if I drink, like I'm not someone who can have like 3 beers and be like, good night, boys. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna do 15 fucking shots, like try to suck my own dick.
So what I do is I definitely can stop at like 3 or 4 because I'll feel good. But and this is like before, like I haven't done this in a while because I'm dating. But if there are like women around and they're like, let's drink, I'm like, yeah, and there's dancing, yo, I'm fucked. I'm done.
Titty City, dude.
I'm done, dude. You will find me fucked up somewhere the next morning.
Oh, dude, when you have a buzz and you see that first titty crack, dude, you'll do anything, man.
You're like, oh,
Just
another
little,
shot of Popov?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That little crevice, dude. Oh.
Yeah. They got a little, they got that like, they glued some shit to it for the night, you know what I mean?
Dude, they glued their nipples to their bra.
I was thinking jewelry, but they pin them up.
Dude, there should be like a new fashion thing where it's just like Elmer's glue, like over the nipple, and that's it. Like straight up tits.
Oh, but you just can't see the nip. Dude, honestly, and this is I'm not saying this is a reason I was like, I'm staying in the fucking city, but ever since I've been here, I've gone, I think like 3 different events where there have just been women there with their tits out with tape over them, like naked.
Holy shit.
And just like in underwear,
What
tits.
type of tape?
Like X. I'm thinking it's adhesive. I don't think it's duct tape, dude. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I was thinking like see-through tape.
No.
That would be hilarious.
They don't leave much to the imagination, dude. I'll tell you that. But
Just Scotch tape.
it's all crunchy too because it keeps moving.
Like doesn't cover like the full nipple, the full salami, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, the X is kind of risky though, dude. Like that's not really in the shape of a nipple either. You can probably see the outer banks.
Yeah. In their asses, right? They don't leave much to the imagination when they go. It was like at an art show. And actually, one was a wrestling show. That was the X's. The art show, they were just painted naked. And I was like,
shit.
this is what. Honestly, this shit rules, dude. Like, I was able to smoke weed at this art show in the bar while there were just chicks walking around painted naked. It was like
fucking holy
some shit out of a movie. Like, it felt like, you know when you like watch shit. I don't like from the 70s. It felt like that in like an old time when they're all like at a disco thing and there's drugs.
I'm trying to like paint a picture right now, dude, with my mind.
Awesome.
Paint a picture with my balls, dude. Wait, so you were at like an art exhibit, like the fucking?
My friend, she paints. Corinne, shout out Corinne is the art. Yeah. Anyway, fucking she paints and she had a show out in the city, like a gallery. Well, it was like a fucking. It was more of a party, dude. It was insane, but it was like in a 2-level bar, and they had artists set up all over the place. But it was like food, drinks, and then fucking like slam poetry, all that shit,
Holy
all over
shit,
the place. It was
dude.
insane, dude.
That sounds so fucking enjoyable, man.
It was great.
Would you like? I mean, you have a girlfriend now, but would you consider that like a good first date?
No, that place was a little packed and loud. It was
Okay.
good to hang with friends, but no, it was also. So there's titties hanging out. It's like you're you're like, damn, dude. My lady would understand if she wasn't there.
Yeah, you're talking about like finance with some chick, like while you have a quarter chub. That's tough,
exactly,
man.
just in the background. Like she's gonna figure out what you're looking at.
Oh yeah.
You know
I
what I
mean,
mean? But if
dude,
it's there, it's also there too. Like they're doing it, so you're like, what?
Yeah.
They want me to look, babe. Like relax. You got to
Yeah.
be real Italian about it. Like, babe, I was just. She walked in the way. Like it's not my fault.
Yeah,
Don't
be
get mad at
naive.
me for looking at a sexy woman walk by naked. It's not my fault.
Yeah, dude, literally impossible. Even if it was a dude, it would be like really hard not to look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
You ever- yeah.
I'm not gay, but yeah, I would be like,
Yeah.
all right, I just had to. I had to peek.
Yeah, you ever been to like a men's swim meet, dude?
No,
Dude,
I don't think so.
dude.
You're just looking.
Holy
at
shit,
the
dude!
tang?
It's the craziest shit, man. I went to one in high school.
All right.
Yeah, man. My buddy's girlfriend was on the women's swim team, and her meet was right after the dudes. So
Yeah.
when we showed up, it was the dudes swim meet.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, you just saw a nasty lineup of like half the dudes in your English class. Dude, the fuck
Hanging dong.
just one pieces, and they're so tight, dude. Like you're looking
Yeah.
straight into
You
it.
have to look.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I was I was like wide-eyeing it. Like I didn't even hesitate.
Yeah, no one
Yeah.
can tell when they're next to you what you're looking at from a
Yeah.
distance.
It's so much easier to just look right into it than just like
I'll if ever there's a comedian who I have to follow who's in sweatpants,
Yeah.
and you can just because I look if they're in sweatpants, I look, and if I make it out just a little bit, it's the first thing I bring up. I go, "Can we all gonna pretend we can just see this comedian's dick on stage?" And sometimes people laugh, and sometimes people
Yeah.
are like, "What?" And I'm like, "You didn't see it."
holy shit. I mean, I wear sweatpants, dude, and you wouldn't see anything, man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're
yeah.
colored though. They're not really like they're not gray. They have to be like thin gray sweatpants to see like a solid bulge.
Yeah, I'm a grower, not a shower, and that's not an excuse at all. It's just
Oh yeah, for sure.
it's
dude.
just true. Like if
Yeah.
I had sweatpants on, you're probably gonna see more nuts than anything.
That's like the best excuse ever, too, dude. You're like your emotional like sex drive is what determines like the size of my schlong. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what?
Like if you're a grower,
Yeah,
you can like blame it on the other chick, like the other person. Just be like, you weren't good enough.
yeah, exactly.
Like I got
Exactly.
another like 2 inches on top of this 2 inches. Like,
Yeah, if you could, yeah.
but dude, they were
If I can get hard, they're happy.
Yeah.
But if I'm not, I would never pull out my limp penis ever.
oh no, fuck no, man.
I'm
Not
not.
unless someone pays you, dude.
Even then, bro, I'm not brave, bro. I've had horrible experiences. It's not good.
I might pull it out if I was ever in like a fight, like an altercation.
As a like when the cobra's neck comes out, you're like, wah.
Yeah.
Pull out your little penis.
Yeah. If I was fucked in a fight, I'd just pull my pants down, start singing a song.
It would definitely give them that like that, and then you do a
Yeah, dude, just punch myself in my fucking own nuts. You know how confusing
you
that
keep
would be?
pulling it on you, man. I'm trying to get you out of this fight.
He's trying to help me out. I'm like, no, dude.
Oh, my
Don't mistake my kindness for weakness.
my little penis for weakness.
Yeah, but dude, I was in a relationship like who knows how long ago, like 10 years ago. No, I'm just kidding. It was like-
Oh yeah, that's right.
it was like
26.
yeah.
Okay.
Before I moved here, I was in a relationship.
So you were 16.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. This was last year.
Okay. It's like you really. Anyway.
Moved on quick.
Yeah.
No. But back to the art thing, dude. I was actually looking into that stuff. The girl I was with mentioned like you can go to I forgot what it's called, man, but you just like drink wine and you paint.
Oh, pain. Yeah.
And I was like, dude, if I'm drinking wine, you fucking and you hand me a paintbrush, like I'm gonna draw the biggest dick
Yeah,
ever.
right.
And she was like, yeah, that's fine. Like they're not gonna say anything. I was like, let's fucking go. Like we never went, so if I ever go on a first date, I'm gonna, dude, full send, like draw the biggest dick ever.
So if you haven't gauged how cool this girl is, you'll find out. You know what I mean? You'll find out if she's like, that's hilarious. You're like, word, it worked.
Yeah.
But if not,
Yeah.
you have to understand. Like you get it, right? You'd be like, I understand why you're leaving.
I mean, yeah, I'd just be like, hey, listen, like this is who I am. Like,
Yeah, right. Like, did you laugh at that scene in Superbad with all the dicks? It's hilarious.
yeah, I mean, dude, if she didn't laugh, like she's not the one. So it's like
Yeah.
it's a perfect test.
Dude, my ex, perfect example. How do you know? Not have you ever seen the movie Rush Hour? You have seen that one.
Yeah.
Great movie, right?
Yeah, there's like which one? Like
The first one specifically.
Okay.
The first two are essentially great together. The same. Third one's okay. First one though, watched it with my ex. Literally, dude, she did not laugh once. Like, didn't seem to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
And I genuinely walked out of the room after it was over and had like a moment in the kitchen, like, this won't last. Like, it won't.
No.
I can't be with someone who doesn't think this movie's
Dude.
genuinely good. Like,
Yeah.
I opened the fridge and like consoled myself about it, and then just poured milk, whatever. I was having milk, cookies, whatever. And I went back, and 6 months later, we broke up.
Dude, you did the right thing, man.
I was.
Dude, you honestly did the right thing, man.
I was.
Because I've had that experience so many times. Every failed relationship, that first movie, dude, is such a deal breaker, man. Like, I watched Borat with this chick once.
She didn't like it?
The longest relationship I've ever been in, man.
That's a huge red, yeah, dude. Chick doesn't like Borat. Get the fuck. I mean, again, I would understand, but it's also like you can't not like it. Like, it'd be like, this sucks.
Yeah,
but
dude, if you don't even smile at Borat,
that's what I'm saying.
Like, who the fuck are you?
She didn't laugh at Jackie Chan saying the N-word. I was like, he says the.
Yeah, I would have been like, get the fuck out of my house.
I was in her house.
Yeah. Just like, get the fuck out.
I should have, dude. Honestly, it was the first beginning of the end thing where you're like, man, dude, this won't work past this.
Oh, dude, it's such
downhill from there.
It's such a good indicator. It's like the fucking CPI for the economy, dude. It's like same thing. I don't even know what the CPI
I was about to say, bro, I'm gonna nod.
Yeah. Consumer price index, dude. I don't even know what that means, bro. I just know it has something to do with the economy.
I think you referenced it, right?
I think that's a good fucking analogy, though, dude. Get some fucking smart people, you know. But like, dude, that's moving forward, man. If I'm ever with a girl, it's like, dude, put on Good Will Hunting, man. Put on Superbad, dude. Put on Borat. If they're not digging it, dude,
the fuck out.
Fuck out of here, dude. On to the next one, dude.
Yeah, dude. For real. It is, man. If you don't like doing the same stuff, I don't know, man. There's certain things like my lady, she likes shows that are like for like girl oriented. Like she likes Gilmore Girls and shit, you know, stuff like that. I don't watch that, and she doesn't expect me to. So
yeah, I mean, you never know though, dude. If you give it a shot, like
I've tried.
I've watched One Tree Hill before, and I fucking shed a few tears, man.
I did the same with Desperate Housewives, not teary-eyed.
Really?
I went in, a few chicks in high school were hanging out, we were smoking weed. They're like, we're going to watch Desperate Housewives. I was like, I'm not watching that gay shit. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, 20 minutes in, after the first episode or whatever, I was like, what happens next? Do you guys know what happened? Is this a rerun? And they were like, it's a marathon. I'm like, oh, just got another blunt. We doing this and watching? I want to know what happens with this woman and her husband's affair.
Fuck, I gotta check that out, man. I heard it's like pretty decent.
It's not great. It's just it doesn't stop.
It's enticing.
Things keep happening where you're like, wait, this person now is involved in a murder, and this person's involved in like, you know, their long lost brother who they thought they were dead just came back, and he's got a secret that something's up. He's burying something in the backyard. What is it? We don't know.
Shit.
Is it money? Is it?
That's what One Tree Hill's like, dude.
Really?
It's like a Lifetime movie, except like it'll be like the fucking. It's just like two
teenagers, right?
Smoking hot dudes on like the.
Took the left turn. I love it.
Yeah, it's like this fucking super hot blonde dude and like another dude. They're like,
They're just doing dude stuff.
yeah, they're just fucking smashing pussy, dude.
Hell
they're on
yeah.
like the varsity team for high school.
So it's like
Just,
Dawson's Creek.
Oh yeah, it's like it's so like the end of every episode, it like leaves you like dude, he'll fucking shoot a game-winning 3-pointer, and then like it'll cut to like his girlfriend on like the cheerleading squad like getting like fucked in the ass by another dude, and you're like.
Yeah. You're like, oh no, I gotta see how this pans out.
And then it just like plays the credits, and you're like, dude,
fuck.
yeah, see what happens next.
Yeah.
That's how they get you, man.
It if you keep doing crazy storylines that seem to just keep unfolding, it like they get weirder and weirder. Like I'm here. That's how Weeds was at first, and then it got too weird.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weeds used to rule.
Dude, the second season of every show is like hit or miss for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like it's either the first or like the first and the third. You know, there's always like a rebound.
Like the first season they're getting their footing. Second season they have everything they should be using it to like. It's like Breaking Bad's a good example. Like the first season was like oh, what the fuck's going on here? In the second season, they really expanded on all the characters and everything they were doing. And then the third season, they were like, all right, we're getting really bloody.
That's how I felt about Outer Banks, dude. You ever see that?
No, everyone's told me
dude,
it's good.
The first season is so good, and the chick is so hot, and it's like a Lifetime movie, dude. Like, oh, dude, I was crying, man. I was like sucking on my own fucking thumbs, like for hours, dude. It was insane. Fucking,
you got that emotional.
dude, and then
with this?
I guess in real life, like the couple, like they became a couple, like the dude and the girl, and that just kind of fucked it for me. I was like, come on, dude, what are you guys doing? You guys are ruining the dynamic of the show. So the second season, man, it took a hit. It just wasn't the same, man.
Oh.
You know, like once they start, getting together in real life, it's like, what are we doing? That's my take, at least,
Yeah.
But
do you think it actually affected the writing of the show? Or are you saying it just peripheral or...
I thought the first season was fucking insane. And then the second, I watched like 2 episodes and I was like, dude, what the fuck is this shit?
Some shows do that too, where they fall off. I've noticed some shows don't start out with a message at all. Like they have no bullshit like in back of them, and then the second season they're like, and now all of a sudden this character cares about this issue, and you're like, click, I'm out of here. I'm fucking. First season, everyone was just having fun. Second season, everyone's like, oh, actually, it's Native American and not Indian.
Yeah, some fucking lobbyist came into play.
Yeah,
He was like, hey, I saw your show and I have some thoughts.
Yeah, Inside Job did that on Netflix. A few shows have done that, though, where you're like, this was really cool, and then...
yeah, dude, some fucking dude from Big Tech's like, I think I know what the script should be.
Yeah, I think I know what needs to be said for the zeitgeist lately. It's like,
It's like, dude, your wife's cheating on you.
Yes, and you let it happen because you're a cuck. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you know what you're doing.
If I ever made a movie, if you want to join, dude, like produce a fucking film, it's going to be off the fucking chain, dude. Especially the first scene. It's just going to be like a bunch of fucking...
Sort of know where it's going.
It's going to be so, like, confusing.
Yeah.
But it's going to set the tone, dude, for sure.
Yeah? Oh, I got to hear it.
I'm just thinking, like, a fucking... Honestly, just like a series of, like a Honda Accords just lined up, like 30 Honda Accords.
Okay.
They fucking all blow up, like, simultaneously. And then, like, a bunch of fucking, like, cats come out of nowhere, dude.
And that's it? That's the opening?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the credits play. It's like a 2-minute.
This is like how Stanley Kubrick envisioned how movies would evolve.
Dude, think about how like confused you would be if you were in a theater and you saw that.
What's the name of the movie too?
It's nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah.
God damn it. If you had a crazier name, then you'd really have me on where I'm like, yo, that I have to see. If you had a title that got me, I'd $100,000 right now for you.
Fuck my tits.
It's gonna be hard to distribute that to the masses. You're gonna be like, well, it says 2 words in this have to be censored. And also, we don't know what the fuck's going on. There's just a bunch of cats. Oh man, dude.
Dude.
I want to
Imagine that
do
on a
movies
first date.
that they don't make they don't make sense at all, like the endings or whatever. Like specifically the endings of the movies. Like imagine if you watch The Notebook, and I mean this sincerely. Imagine if you watch the entire Notebook. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah.
I have not, but I know what happens. I know the ending. So imagine the same movie. It's The Notebook, the exact same movie, right up to the ending when they're laying in bed together, all old. Yeah. But as they're laying in bed, 2 velociraptors run in the room and just fuck them up. Like, fuck. I mean, like, viciously, like, hook their nose with their claws, rip it out, like, eat the girl's tits off, like,
Holy
bad,
shit. Wow.
brutal, like, viscerally violent, and then credits roll.
Dude, that'd be fucking sick.
Completely different movie.
Dude, after every good movie, I think about that all the time.
Yeah.
The last scene when everyone's crying, I'm thinking about the craziest shit, dude. Like, imagine fucking, like, what's a good example? I'm trying to think of, like, a legitimately, like, a good example of, like, a beautiful ending that could have ended, like, so much differently. I was going to say Good Will Hunting, but that's like, a disgrace to...
Yeah, you can't disrespect Matt Damon like that.
Like, dude, there's The Fault in My Stars is one.
I've never seen that movie. I don't
Dude,
watch
it's
cancer movies.
Legitimately, like one of the saddest movies ever. When I was in college, I bought it on DVD. And I was talking to my roommates. I was like, I bet you guys can't watch this without crying. It's like a bunch of big dudes. They're like, dude, stop being a fucking pussy. Like, and dude, I put it on, and like by the end, they were like, all right, like,
Yeah.
this is the saddest shit I've ever seen.
Have you ever seen SLC Punk?
SLC Punk.
Salt Lake City is what that stands for.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No. What's that
It's
about?
Matt Lillard. It's a movie about him living in Salt Lake City, being a punk. It's great. It's genuinely one of the only movies like that's and Royal Tenenbaums. A few Wes Anderson movies actually, but SLC Punk has a scene in it towards the end that is, if you've ever had one of your boys die or something, you'll fucking you'll cry so fucking hard.
Oh yeah, that's like End of Watch, dude.
Dude, End of Watch, bro, that will fuck a dude up. Dudes, bro, that's
Yeah.
the dude movie where the
Yeah.
Eddie dude cries.
That's when you just order a pizza, dude, and fucking jerk each other
Oh,
off.
it's such he's my brother. You're like, fuck, man, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry, man.
Imagine if the end of that movie.
ACAB, but still. No, I don't give a fuck.
Imagine if at the end of the movie, when he was like giving the speech at the funeral, like his wife just runs in with like her tits out.
He would have wanted this.
Yeah.
End of Watch.
She has like a fucking carton of eggs with her. She starts throwing them at people, dude.
He was my brother. He's just dripping down his face. He's like, that's my brother.
Yeah.
That's my wife.
She just takes a massive shit. Like the fucking credits play.
He says the N-word.
I would want to see. I would want to see like the movie theater's reaction to that. Like the people.
The fuck did I just watch? Have you ever been?
It would just be a bunch of high people being like, dude, what do we fucking do?
What the fuck? Is this the same movie, bro? This girl just taking a shit. This is a girl was about to cry. It's just taking a shit. That was the saddest ending. This girl's shitting.
Dude, what they should play in movies is cake farts.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They should play that before every movie. Dude, that video.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Dude, that video is so funny. Do you see the original one or like
Cake
the new
farts?
one? Yeah.
Dude, I've seen, and I don't know if I've seen the original, but I've seen, I've seen it. Seen it 1,000.
You've seen the genre. Yeah.
I've had people just pull that up as like a bit, be like, check this out, and I'm like, oh come on, I'm like,
Oh, really?
I'm eating cereal over here.
No, dude, you have to. Oh, dude, cereal. You ever seen a cereal butt?
I think probably, dude. I've been shown crazy. I've seen a lot of shit.
Well, they're both like notoriously like original.
Mm-hmm.
Like Cake Farts, the original version. It's hard to find, but it's so funny, dude. She farts on like a brown cream cake, and it's like she's so passionate about it, and like all the cream's in her ass, and it just like flies everywhere. She's like ripping heaters, dude. But then cereal butt I haven't seen. I don't think it's online anymore.
Yeah,
I think it's just a dude eating cereal out of a girl's butt.
I might have seen that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen a lot. I've seen Mr. Hands. I've seen Two Girls.
Really? I never actually saw Mr. Hands.
Yeah, I've
dude.
seen it. I've seen Two Girls, One Cup.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I thought that was when someone first showed it to me. They're like, check, you're gonna freak out. This is disgusting. And when it started, the girl's like sucking the other girl's tit. So I was like, oh no. I thought the girl was just gonna rip the other girl's tit off. Swear to God, I thought he was just gonna bite it off.
Yeah.
And then it just turned into them shitting, and I was like,
Yeah.
this is gross. And my friend was like, gnarly. Yeah. I was like, honestly though, I was expecting violence. So this is not
Yeah.
as bad as I thought.
Yeah. Violence would be super confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would definitely like ruin the vibe for all the
seen-
boys.
The BSM Olympics or whatever those were. The
No.
Pain Olympics.
No.
Never saw those.
The Pain Olympics?
Yeah, some of it's real, some of it's sort of not. It depends. I don't know which ones are real, what not, but it's
Yeah.
just people fucking their genitals up, like stabbing them and
shit.
shit.
Wow.
It's brutal.
Yeah, that would fuck me up.
It wasn't
emotionally,
great.
dude. I would be going like a 3-day hiatus for sure.
Yeah. It does something to you, definitely.
Yeah.
You ever watch Murders Online?
I think you can you anymore?
Yeah.
You could probably find one on YouTube that hasn't been taken down.
No, there's websites that do it. I'm 100%. Well, not so much but like people just get fucked up. My friends and I used to find those, and Yeah. What are you gonna do, man? Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck?
Sorry.
Imagine having a girl over, just being like, watch this shit.
They're out there. They're out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want one of those girls though. That's a.
I mean, I think all of them are pretty into like murder mysteries and stuff like that.
They're into the whatchamacallit, like they want that separation of documentary and what's it called, reenactment. They like that, but when it's in their faces, they're like, I don't like that. I've never met a girl who's like, I watched Two Guys One Hammer and that shit's fucking wild.
Really?
Yeah, I've never.
Well, I've met some girls who are like, I love when he gets his like nuts chopped off and crucified in the middle of the road.
What movie's that? The fuck is that? What kind of bitch is this? How many tattoos does this girl have?
It's like
on
the
her
murder.
neck?
It's the murder podcast when they're it's like stories of like couples, married couples.
That's not cool.
And like, dude, imagine you fucking work for UPS. You just come home one day, your wife has a fucking M60 planted in the kitchen.
She blows your nuts off.
Yeah, she's playing fucking Fortunate Son, dude.
She's Vietnam vets you.
She has like a fucking 300-round belt.
Oh, it's a gun. That
Yeah,
amazing
an M60?
M60. I
I
thought
think
you
it's
said
a gun.
M80. It's like the little bomb to blow his nuts off. She's like, sit down in your chair.
You're thinking about the thing I used to blow up mailboxes.
Yeah, exactly.
with. I'm talking about fucking World War II, dude.
Jesus Christ. Where'd she get this?
I don't know. She probably looked it up after like Call of Duty. I don't know. I
Want
mean, that's
the
how I
Nazi
the
gun.
M60's like from. I just play too much COD, dude. For sure.
Hell yeah.
Just like that big ass gun, dude.
She just dumps on you.
300 fucking round mag, dude.
Honey, put the gun down, please.
It's like not even like she can't even hold it. Just like legitimately planted.
She just flops around, catches you with a
Yeah, the
stray.
recoil must be insane on those things, dude. We had a fucking dude. I don't know why I was laughing, but like in my hometown, this married couple, I guess the husband blew up their house, dude.
Why? With them in it?
I guess he, I don't know. He must have been upset with the marriage. I guess they were like supposedly like a happy married couple. And one day he just went into the basement with like 2 propane tanks filled and shot him with a shotgun.
That's wild. That's fucking insane, dude.
Yeah.
It's
like a suburban town. Like, you know, like it's just like a family oriented town.
He played video games. There's no way you ran or like, you know what? This is how I'm going to blow up my house. Like he was like, you know what? I think propane, video games, you shoot them, blows up. I got 5 of them. Put them in my basement near the heater. This is how it'll work. If it worked.
Yeah. He's going to the local Shell. Like, yeah, I need 5 tanks filled. They're like, you going to a fucking barbecue, dude? Like,
yeah, the last and best barbecue this town's ever seen. They're
he's like, nah, dude, my wife is just talking about the weather way too much.
Like, oh yeah, you're
You know how funny
cooling
that
it
is,
down,
though,
heating
dude?
it up, whatever.
Like, that's the funniest thing in the world to, like, think about that.
What?
You
Killing
come-
your family with blowing your house up, video game style?
There's, like, just, like, no...
It's like, these aren't red? They're red. I was supposed to shoot them and they blow up red. They're like, no, what?
I just meant, like, the dialogue part. Like, your wife's like, oh, like, it's going to be pretty nice tomorrow. You know, like, 65. Fuck. And you're just, like, so upset that she just talks about the weather every day. And you're like, all right, honey, I'll be right back.
Yeah, this is the last time. And it's like, she's just not. The thing is, too, she's not even being. She's just like, oh, it's going to be rainy today.
Yeah.
And he's just like, why'd you bring it up? You didn't. I know. We have apps on the phone, bitch. You have the app. I check it every day. It says it on the fridge. You.
There's just a massive explosion, dude.
They seem so happy. It's like you never saw him after she asked him about the weather. He was the different man. He sped out of this neighborhood.
Dude, to not like to keep a straight face reading that news report. Like if they included the details.
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah, this
This weather-loving woman and her clearly not weather-loving husband.
yeah. So she
blow up the
always knew what the weather was.
that's what does it for. I don't understand this. I like get it, but I don't. She must do that. Must be just the consistency he can't put up with.
Yeah, the same thing every day, for
Yeah.
sure. That was driving. I mean, that is the definition of insanity, though. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, dude.
Yeah.
Which is like 90% of marriages.
If you don't address it, you know what I mean?
He's trying to spice things up, and she's like, no.
The weather.
We're talking about fucking wind chill right now.
She's like, sometimes they're wrong, sometimes they're right, but I'm going to go with, their output every time.
Yeah. You think you're going to get married, dude?
No,
No.
not at
Do
all.
you, like, set that tone?
Yeah, well, dude, after my last relationship, I'm very much setting that tone with women. Because I dated a girl who was like, well, I want to get married and have kids. And I was like, well, I don't, but I could be convinced that I could want to do that one day if I met the right person. And you could be the right person. I've only known you a few weeks. So actually, she told me that on the first date. Correct that. I was like, I don't know if I want to marry you yet. I don't know if I want to marry anyone I've known for a day. So if we end up falling in love, that's a possibility, but I'm not set on that yet at all. And
have you ever been in love or no?
Yes.
You like felt it in your nuts? Like, how'd you feel it?
I think I felt it. Yeah, I guess you could say deep in your nuts or like your gut.
I think I don't know if that's love though, dude. I think that's just like, you ever heard of like post nut syndrome, dude?
What you mean, like when you nut and you're like,
yeah, you just blow inside of a chick and then afterwards you're like, yeah,
yo, never again. Yes, definitely, dude. I had that one. Definitely done that. But then I wouldn't have felt it from my nuts. What I've realized when I've fallen in love with a chick is just I really really enjoy their company. I know that's like lame, but like I can actually spend time with them and not want to like chill with my boys. That's a good indicator that I'm in love. Yeah,
I don't know if I've ever felt that, man.
It's almost like I could chill with my boys, but they might want to do other stuff, and this chick, we can all do the same stuff, and then there's sex involved.
I think I'm just like a piece of shit human being, dude. Like, in my last relationship, dude, like,
sorry,
if I'm being honest, man, like, there would be so many moments where I would, like, leave my girlfriend. Like, we'd stop hanging out, and I would call my boy, and I'd be like, dude, you ready for this? Like, for Xbox?
Yeah.
And it was just, like, one of the best feelings in the world.
So I'll say this, because this is like, I'm not saying I didn't at one point love my ex, but I know I didn't really, really love her the way I think love is because I shit you not, a day or two after we broke up, I remember sitting on my couch in the middle of the day and being like, because usually it's like, oh, I'm chilling, I'm going on, we're hanging out, we're going for a hike, we're fucking doing what we're doing, girlfriend, boyfriend stuff. And I was sitting there and I had already set up like a date with another chick, and I was already like just sitting there trying to plan out how to do stand up and like what to do to like hang out. And I was like, yo, this feels right. You know what I mean? Like compared to being with her, I was like, this feels right. Like this doesn't feel like before it felt like I was doing shit I didn't want to do. Yeah. And now I'm like on the path again of like, this feels like me. You know what I mean? Yeah. In the last few months of our relationship, it was a fucking, ugh.
I feel the same way, man. I can just fucking go outside right now, yell vagina, dude, and feel like fucking Dirty Harold, dude. You know what I'm saying?
You could just do shit when you're single as a dude, and you don't, and you're like, oh, I'm out of that thing. Like, my ex was all like, oh, I want to get married and have kids, and I'm like, yo, I don't though. So like, either get over it, and it might happen, or we're done. And then she took. That was actually her ultimatum. And then I said, well, we're done. I'm not fucking having kids.
Yeah, dude. You just don't have to, like, change or, like, explain yourself. That's the biggest thing. It's
exactly. And then you sit at home and you're like, yo, I no longer have to have these arguments or conversations. And, oh, yeah, I can do whatever the fuck I want because I don't have kids. And I don't have a wife.
Because no one's questioning you, dude.
Nobody,
dude.
Fucking
just
rules.
you, man.
Yeah. And if you feel like you're doing the right thing, you're the man. That's it. That's how simple it is sometimes.
Fuck yeah, dude. There's nothing like it, man. Just playing fucking Here I Go Again on my own.
And literally, like, in the city, too, silly like that, you're like, I'm going out into the fucking city, you know
You're going out into the jungle, dude.
Exactly.
You got a little quarter chub going, too, dude?
Yeah, dude,
if you wait to jerk off, like, later that night. Like, dude, when I walk out that door, there's, like, a 20-minute walk to the train station sometimes. Dude, I'll take that full walk, dude. And, like, when I extend my left calf and I feel it,
like, the blood rushes.
Yeah,
hell yeah, right up your
playing
leg.
fucking classic rock from like the 70s, dude.
Hell yeah. CCR? You CCR? That's a little earlier, but
I mean, knowing that nobody would understand that if I tried to explain it to them.
I get it, dude.
I'm like, yeah, dude, I just walked 25 minutes down the road. listening to Fortunate Son. You know?
He really stuck on the CCR.
Yeah.
I like it. That's one of my favorite bands, dude. I'm not exaggerating. I
Really?
grew up on CCR.
Yeah.
Some real shit.
Hell yeah, dude.
Down on the Corner, bro.
Yeah, me and Dave were talking about it, dude. Just like imagine like banging a chick to like that song.
You could. They got
Just
some
like
good
hook
beats.
Hook up some subwoofers, dude. Just get after it.
Wait, Fortunate Son?
Yeah. Just feel like you're in World War II, dude.
Yeah.
Or maybe it'd be more like Vietnam.
Vietnam is
Yeah,
it's a
that
very
may-
Vietnam.
Yeah. World War II, that'd be super confusing.
Yeah, that'd be like
Fucking Germans playing that. Just a bunch of fucking U-boats floating around.
what is this? Yeah, they didn't have good music. They didn't have in the 40s. It was like
It was just like a
Still,
bunch
right?
of fucking queefs and
Yeah.
moans.
They didn't have that rock and roll after.
That is
the
kind of
war
crazy to think about, dude. Like if you went back in time, like when music was just starting out, like, dude, you could establish like your own insane genre.
Yeah. Well, you would also be like, this fucking sucks, like out loud all the time. Like, unless you're at like a jazz club,
Yeah.
like, and it's, honestly, yeah, it would suck because it's all like, my Sally and I went down to the grocery and la-di-da, I'm gay.
Yeah. Dude, when I used to get high, me and my buddy, we would look up porn videos
Yeah.
on like Pornhub, like
Yeah.
hardcore gangbangs. And he had a subwoofer system.
Yeah.
And we would drive through the McDonald's drive-through, just playing it on.
That fucking rules, dude.
And
That's
we would keep a straight face. Just be like, yeah, I'll take 2
I can
McChickens.
see you doing it so perfectly.
He was Asian too, so it was like super confusing.
It makes it funnier. I can't tell you why. It's just an Asian dude and a white dude just straight faced be like, oh yeah, you like that because
Yeah.
that's gangbang, right? Yeah.
It's just like we're in a Mazda 3, like baked out of our minds. She's like, oh my god, that's so much cum. Yeah, can I get 2 McChickens?
You still watch gangbangs?
Nah, man, I'm more into like the passion stuff now, for sure.
I just talked about this on my podcast. I'm very much.
I might honestly just stop watching. I'm not going to, but I keep telling myself that, you know.
What I've learned is if you can take a just a break, you don't have to quit. But if you can space it out,
Yeah.
you'll feel better. Your
Yeah.
nuts will feel better. All that.
Yeah, I've just been doing it for so long, man. It doesn't make sense to stop now.
Same, man. I grew up right when that shit was like made
Yeah.
free, essentially.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
when I started, dude, I was shooting blanks. Like nothing was even coming out.
yeah. I never actually did. I never got to shoot blanks. I didn't
Really?
believe jacking off was that. You know, when
Really?
people would be like,
Yeah.
I'd be like, that's just what dudes are saying as a joke. And
This
then
is word on the street.
yeah. And then when I tried it one day, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. This is the best thing ever, dude.
Yeah, it kind of changes your life from that point on, dude. I can remember it. I remember it. Like
Yeah.
I remember when it happened. It was like from that point on, it's just yep.
Yeah, we had my family purchased a Dell fucking computer.
Yeah.
So much money, dude. And they put it upstairs. And I would just go up there after school, dude, and just rip them off, dude.
Destroy it.
And dude, my dad had to keep taking the computer back to his work, and he would give it to this guy who knew how to fix viruses. So this guy was just looking through.
Like, what the hell are you watching, man? He's like, zombies. It must be my son. Gangbang.
Happened so many times.
It never had. Did you
I would
get
just be
caught
like,
in
yeah,
trouble?
like I can't do my homework, like computer's fucking glitching.
You never got in trouble?
Not once.
That dude at that fucking thing
yeah,
is
but what
a
he's
cool
gonna
dude.
tell my dad? Be like, hey, you might want to tell your son to lay off the,
Yeah.
the
He probably
bukkake.
assumed it was just, the dad's.
Yeah,
You
it was
gotta-
his.
Stop going to this fucking blacked before it was blacked site.
Yeah, there's nothing like that though, dude. Back in the day, man. Somebody told me the other day, they were like, dude, depression's like when you think about the past, and anxiety's when you think about the future. And that kind of stuck with me, dude, because all I think about is the past. I don't really care too much about the future right now.
I was about, well, dude, I was about to say, I don't always get depressed when I think about the past either. And I
Yeah.
definitely get depressed when I think about my current life sometimes. I'll tell you that.
There's a joke, man. That's a great joke.
What?
Like, you can
That-
set up a joke like that.
about what your saying was?
About what you just said, like the punchline would be like, I think depression just thinking about my current life.
All right, we'll do the saying after. I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna do that, dude. Sorry, I gotta write it down. I won't remember even if I rewatch.
We're just stealing some random dude's joke.
Some random. I'm gonna write it down right for now so I can ask you what that saying was again after.
Yeah.
Sorry, mid pod. I won't remember.
I think we are stealing a dude's joke, but that's fine, man. I don't think he's made it yet.
Well,
So.
I don't care. I don't know him. You said that. Depression past. Sorry. There we go. Got it. I'll remember to ask you after.
Dude.
Sorry about that.
You're just gonna tell that at a fucking show, and it's gonna bomb. So
I know it's gonna be. It's gonna be like, you okay after? And you're like, yeah, fine. I just need to find a job.
You're just gonna think about it and be like, all right, this is depression.
Yeah, it's just real.
Yeah.
That's always funny too when you see someone on stage being funny, but they're talking about their sad fucking life, and it's not funny. It's just really fucking sad.
I mean, that's how I feel, man. Sometimes I'll talk about shit that's like real to me, man. Like honest shit.
Yeah.
Just most of the shit I talk about, people think it's funny, and I'm just like, this isn't that. Like, this isn't funny to me. You know? It's like the saddest part about comedy, dude. You know.
Yeah.
You know. Just like talking about how I look retarded and people are like laughing right at me. I'm like, dude.
I meant that. I meant I look retarded. And
Yeah.
like,
like trying to have a heart to heart with you guys.
they'd be like, I want to kill myself. They're like,
Yeah.
nah, you dumb, man. You're all right.
I do think about the past a little too much though, dude.
Yeah.
You ever feel that?
Yeah. I'm training myself to not care about things.
Really?
If that makes sense, yeah.
Like how so?
Like, so if I think about shit I don't want to think about, like past bullshit or things that people piss me off specifically, because there's, an abundance of that.
Yeah.
I just go, you don't have to think about this stuff, like to myself. And then I have like a whole process of like pushing it out of like my brain view, if that makes sense. Like physically, like I imagine it happening. Like I imagine like pushing thoughts out, and then I instantly just redirect what I'm thinking about. It's harder than
Holy shit.
takes a while.
That was insane, man. You just blew my fucking mind, dude.
Really?
You were like pushing shit around, like
Yeah, you got to actually envision it.
yeah,
That's the thing, cuz
like reorganizing your mind.
yeah, so where it started was I couldn't sleep for a while, and then I would because I just have my brain is crazy, it just doesn't stop thinking sometimes. So I would sit there and be like, don't think. Like, don't think about darkness. Like, think about nothing. You have to actually not think. And then if you can and once you can do that, we can start, like, really, really training yourself to not have thoughts. Yeah. You can almost imagine, like, a black space. That's what I do. Yeah. And then it's darkness and you fall asleep. But what I do with that is then I'll push my negative shit into that space, and then,
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. Sorry. I didn't want to. This is a comedy podcast. I'm not trying to get all cerebral.
No, dude, like, recently, like, my roommate was like, dude, what are you thinking about? And I was like, nothing. And he cried laughing, and I was like, there's nothing going on in my brain right now. It's just complete darkness, dude.
That's okay, though. You should do that. Because if you're always, if you don't have an inner monologue, then you're a psychopath. But, like, if you're genuinely sitting there just, like, drifting, it's like, yeah, you're kind of at peace. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, if you're always thinking, then you're like, shut the fuck. You don't like what I'm doing right now. You don't like someone who's always rambling. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sorry. If you're thinking too much, you're not doing enough.
Exactly.
Yeah. What you need, dude, is like a little bit of darkness, and then just like every once in a while, like a fucking pair of tits just pops up out of nowhere, dude.
Then you accept them and you go, that's cool, but I can't. I can't right now.
You're like, stop, go back. Stop. Then you reset, dude, and you're like, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's the reset. Anytime you think of something, you go, shit, reset, and then you just focus on nothing. And then when you go, man, I'm focusing on nothing right now. Oh, that's something. Just back to it's crazy. It's hard.
Dude, we should go on one of those retreats, join like a cult. Holy shit, dude, you ever see those ones where they like do crazy shit, like naked in rooms?
Yeah.
And they're just screaming?
Yeah.
I feel like that would be good for like
they like hold someone down and they're like, you represent my mother and I hate her. Yeah. Ah! And then that you have to like take it all in. Then you get to yell at that person. Yeah. The same way.
Yeah.
Let's do it, bro.
Dude, it's insane because like you can do whatever you want there.
Yeah. You really can, as long as you don't. Well, some of them they do let you get physical. Like, you can like stick your fucking thumb in the chick's mouth and be like,
Really?
"This is what you did to me."
I think if she's all right with it, yeah.
Yeah. It's Colts, baby. Just kidding. I would never do that, man. I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Just jokes.
I think we should like bring like a GoPro there.
Yeah. Don't look at this. Is nothing. You have a cowboy hat, naked, with a GoPro in it, just screaming at someone. I won't take my cowboy hat off for you, Mom, or anybody.
Yeah, dude, you're just fucking like jerking off and farting at the same time.
Sure. I guess I'm there for it.
Yeah, that'd be fucking. I would do some fucking crazy shit in that room, dude.
Yeah.
Like not like too crazy, but like just to like. I feel like the true reset is just like a good laugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine how hard you would laugh if me and you were at a fucking retreat like that.
What, we'd have to do it to each other or to other people, just looking at each other across like, this is some wild shit.
If we went together and they were like, all right, like, you know, it's your turn, dude.
Like, you're gay. No, I'm gay. You're gay.
But dude, if you even just seeing other shit, like, I don't even know, man.
If I saw a grown man screaming at a smaller woman and being like, "That's why you never loved me, you bitch! You represent my," I would just, I would laugh my, especially if she was hot too. Do you ever think that when you see hot women having a bad time, doesn't it make you happy?
Yeah.
Because you're like, you deserve, like, they have easy lives in my opinion.
Yeah.
Not really, but
It's like a supermodel with a full bush and some dude with a chode's like, it's not that fucking small.
Yeah.
He just
you should shave your pussy so I can have better access to it, and
Then
she feels bad.
He just knocks himself out with a fucking uppercut.
Yeah, I love it, dude. Bringing it all back.
Yeah, the mediator's like, all right.
No, that's your guys' trauma, I guess.
Yeah,
I guess so.
One. Yeah, that would be fucking hilarious, man. Well, dude, it's been like over an hour, man.
Hell yeah! I thought maybe, but I couldn't tell.
No, dude, I had a great time, man.
Oh, great!
It was nice to meet you, dude. This is our first time talking to you. I feel like
for real. Like, we met at the show, but it was very like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Yeah.
And then you had the show, and we were.
Yeah, no, dude, it was nice to sit down, man, and just like talk about stuff that doesn't even make sense, man.
I did some of my podcasts as well.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'd love to have you on sometime.
Hell yeah, dude. I'll be there, man.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, if you want to shout out your podcast, dude.
Yeah, guys, follow me at Silly Selly on Instagram. I'd appreciate that. And check out my podcast, Yes Offense. It's on Spotify, YouTube, iTunes. The video is up on YouTube. Check it out. We do them every week. Comes out. Follow Yes Offense podcast on Instagram as well. And yeah, just follow me there for my dates.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's where it'll be.
Thanks for coming, bro.
Thank you. This is